Hey everybody, Drmixable here. Today I'm commentating over Redmercy's clips for his contest. So we start out, Victor is coming up with Skarner to pick up that Warwick, and Gangplank and Soraka come in. Redmercy's able to chain CC that Skarner. Unfortunately, Warwick gets picked up right there under the Gangplank ulti, and now Pantheon has dropped in. They're trying to pick up that Soraka. They do pick up that Soraka with Redmercy's Q. They start to chase Gangplank out of the tower, and Pantheon walks in a wrong direction, I guess, and starts to take a lot of turret damage. And now they go into the second tower, and Pantheon gets really low. He's about to get away, but he stops, so Sona is able to pick him up with his Q right there. Now Redmercy turns on Sona, is trying to do as much damage as he can with that red buff. Vayne has actually come up from behind, gone invisible, actually pushes Redmercy forward. Redmercy is able to pick up Sona with that Q. Now he knows he can't get away, so he tries to do as much damage as he can, tries to stun her, laser her, everything, but she's able to cleanse out and pick him up before he can get help. Now Redmercy's in mid here. He's playing Malzahar. He's just farming up mid like Malzahar should do with his E. And there Tristan's picked up a kill, and Sona's actually placed a ward right there and sees Shaco. So now Redmercy thinks, okay, well Shaco's going to get away, so I'm going to go back mid. But he sees that Shaco's actually going to pick up race, so he puts down his Q right there, deceives, so he can't deceive. He puts his E, ulti, ignite ready to go, but unfortunately Shaco gets picked up anyway. For Shaco at least. And now Redmercy is going to go, he goes mid, thinks he's going to farm, but decides instead to go under his tower and go back for some items. But then that's when he notices Pantheon's actually going mid to farm up those creeps, and he realizes if Pantheon farms up those creeps, he'll be able to push the tower and do a bunch of damage. So he decides to stick around, farm the creeps. He starts to see the ping's bottom, the team fight's going to erupt, so he realizes, okay, I'm just going to get a few more creeps, and then head bot. And that's when he starts to head down. He meets up with Lee Sin in the river here. He goes to click on Lee Sin, sees he has 2 Madrids. The story behind that is, in the game commentary, Redmercy, they had made it be a joke at the beginning of this game that he should get 2 Madrids, but he actually did end up getting it by accident. But here we go. Lee Sin has thrown his Q on Soraka, done a bunch of damage, thinks he's going to get her. Unfortunately, Soraka's heals are just too strong. Redmercy's over there poking away at Pantheon, trying to do as much damage as he can. Then they are able to pick up Mordekaiser. Caitlyn Qs Lee Sin, gets him really low with that Mordekaiser ulti. Sona's trying to keep him alive, keep herself alive. Tristan's trying to do a bunch of damage. Redmercy has walked into a trap, so he's afraid he's going to be picked off if he doesn't walk around that way. Right there, Sona gets picked up, even though Redmercy is trying to help her out with his Q. At this point, Tristana and Lee Sin are trying to run away. They're getting low. Redmercy's trying to help. He gets backed off by Caitlyn's Q. Tristan's really low. Pantheon decides to go under the tower, and even with the Caitlyn ulti right there, they are able to live, and Pantheon gets picked up. Right here, Redmercy sees Shaco's getting low. He silenced him. He does an E, he does an ignite, does everything he can, try and pick off that Shaco. He's about to pick him up, but again, Soraka's heals are just too strong. Now Caitlyn right here gets missed by Redmercy's Q, and now Lee Sin's trying to do a bunch of damage. Hopefully he can pick her up. Right there, Redmercy sees that Shaco, so he does the Q, misses that Q as well, and that's pretty much it. Right there, Lee Sin survives with just a little bit of health, and Redmercy unfortunately gets picked off, and then Lee Sin actually decides to come back in, and Caitlyn gets a double kill. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the future.